Hello and welcome to Chanakya's Face Off. The person we have with us today needs no introduction. So we have with us ex-governor and BJP senior leader, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, with us today in Face Off. Welcome to Chanakya, ma'am.
Welcome.
Vanakkam. Uh, Ma'am, what is happening? Why is the center being so authoritative about releasing the SSA funds, ma'am?
No, center is more authoritative because it is more caring about the Tamil Nadu poor students. And unless they put some pressure like this, Tamil Nadu is politicizing the situation, and they are not thinking about the government school children. It is not only the language policy, it is the PM Sri means PM schools rising India. That explanation, expansion, nobody is telling in the opponent group. And to raise the India with the children, the situation is more challenging now than before so many years. So our honorable PM, not only the PM's decision, it was the NEP, which had a very wide discussion with more than lakhs and lakhs of teachers, students, parents, under the leadership of the stalwart Kasturi Rangan. So after that, during that time discussion, Tamil Nadu didn't put up any of their opinion. So now everything has been finalized, and most of the states are following it, and they have started implementing it, and people are benefited by that. But now, Tamil Nadu, first they accepted it, and they wanted to sign an MOU, and they told they will form a committee. And meantime, they thought they can politicize it, and now they are politicizing. That's all.
Ma'am, with all, you know better about all the schemes and everything, you're a senior person. The question here is not about just PM Shri schemes. So the fund for PM Shri schemes is different from the SSA funds. So Samagra Siksha Abhigyan funds for the state of Tamil Nadu for the previous year, 2000 and odd crores, is being withheld by the central government because the Tamil Nadu government is not okay with the new National Education Policy 2020. Do you think withholding the SSA funds is right?
No, first of all, I want to mention here Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, universal education for all. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, expanded in education for all. And PM Shri, raising India. But what is the problem now means when a scheme is implemented, introduced, all the education system has been included in the NEP. So they have to follow the NEP to get the shares. Otherwise, that the central government cannot implement a separate scheme for Tamil Nadu, cannot have a separate scheme for Kerala. A central scheme has been implemented, most of the states has been accepted, and it has been passed as a bill, it has been discussed. And when everyone accepted and when everything included in the NEP, so separately they cannot take away the SSA funds and they cannot give it. So my question is, what prevent you from joining the NEP? They are politicizing it and they are projecting it as anti-Hindi, imposition of Hindi. This is a third language is a part of it. We'll have digitalized classrooms, high-tech education system, and facing the children are trained to face the challenges. With all this development and advancement in the education, now the private schools of all the private schools in Tamil Nadu are teaching Hindi. And the CBSE schools run by the relatives of Honorable Stalin and Thirumavalavan and Vijay, all are teaching Hindi. Three language policy is there. And they are charging more than 75,000 per year. But our Honorable PM says, without paying such huge amount of fees, the same facilities which are given to the private school children will be given to the government school children. So why you are not accepting it? So the question should be, why they are not releasing SSA fund should not be the question. Why the Tamil Nadu government, in spite of so much of advancement in education system, why they don't want to accept it? Because
I
this,
will I will
yeah.
split it into two parts to you. Sorry to cut you in. But there are two parts to this question. First is the SSA funds. Why SSA funds release is a big issue. The reason why I framed that question is SSA is a holistic development program for education, which also brings it under the right to education. There is a right to education to 2009 act which is also coming under SSA. So a fundamental right of a citizen cannot be denied based on a policy decision. Won't you agree with me, ma'am?
No, actually, they are not denying. And another thing, the Tamil Nadu having a separate education
No,
system.
Dharmendra
Okay.
Pradhan has clearly told that if you are not accepting NEP, we will not give you SSA funds.
Yeah, that's
SSA
what. That's
fund
what.
is also covering the
No,
right.
no, no, no. When a bill is passed, when a scheme is accepted, then when it is included in the scheme, this is also giving, actually giving the basic right for education is the for the previous years. Now the whole uh, the people are facing the challenge. The students are facing the challenge, and this is nowhere separate from giving them universal education. So when we want for some advancement, why they deny it? That's a question. So they are politicizing, they are
Ma'am, that is
denying it.
something you have to. I agree with your point. I agree with your point, ma'am, but that is something that the state and center can sit, talk, and discuss. But
No, that
stopping
is
the funds, which is the fundamental right, is doesn't seem like
no,
that
no, no,
it
no,
gives
no,
a
no.
picture
Again,
that
no, no, again
BJP
and again,
central
no, no,
government is
again.
giving
I'm
authority.
asking. No, no, 1 minute, 1 minute. This in the federal setup, that should be understanding from both the sides. They cannot be blaming only the center. One thing. Second thing, when they want, why did they write first? They wanted to join the this NEP, and this is SSA. You are separately telling that now
No,
everything included. That
they
was
didn't
the
say they
clarity.
want to join NEP.
No, no. Now
No,
they
just
have
to clarify, ma'am,
included.
you might know, but
No, 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 no. We have clarified what they tell. They
just
have included. Yeah, tell me.
they
Tell
said
me
it
first.
is for PM Shri. Sorry, ma'am. They said it is for
No,
PM
no,
Shri
no, no,
schemes.
no, no. No, no, PM Shri. No, no, PM Shri is entirely different. Now, so only I'm
Correct.
explaining. You're not allowing me. Actually, what they are telling,
Sorry.
everything. If it's Samakra Siksha Abhiyan, Sarva Siksha Abhiyan, PM Shri, everything has been included into the new education policy. So when they accept new education policy, only they can release the fund. It is the policy decision.
I understand that, ma'am. So Tamil Nadu
Yeah,
is
no, no,
not
you will
asking for
clarify.
PM Shri fund.
No, no, not I am telling, not PM Shri. I am telling SSA only. Because I have been in administration. I have been signing for these funds when I was the LG of Puducherry. Our state
I know,
president
ma'am.
has
That is why
clarified.
it is more important to
No,
hear
no, no,
from
no,
you.
no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. Our state president has clarified with the Central Education Ministry. They have told it is not only PM Shri, whatever may be the education funds, because everything we have included in the NEP. So, whatever the funds should be released, they should accept the NEP. That is the procedure we are following. So, if the Tamil Nadu government is following, we are also have requested. So, whether you can release the SSA funds separately, even whether they follow the PM Shri or not, we don't know, because thousands of teachers should be paid. But it is not correct. The state government only the putting the blame on the central government and telling that we are unable to pay the salaries, and there is responsibility of the state government also. So it is you truly politicizing this issue and taking the two three language policy as imposition of Hindi. So there is hidden agenda by the DMK to non accepting the central scheme, as well as propagating it as the anti Hindi agitation.
Understood, ma'am. See, I totally understand. Everything is brought under NEP, and that's why it is and all. But any law that you are enacting in this country should not deprive the fundamental right. There is also a Supreme Court mandate
No,
on
only
that.
one thing I'm repeatedly telling: fundamental right. Where you care for the fundamental right, Honorable Modi ji or Central Education Minister won't care for the fundamental right.
Then
They are also
why is
caring
it
for
still
the,
not
no, no,
used?
they are
That is the
also
question.
caring for the fundamental right only. But when there is some advancement, when we want to give more for the today, you would have, if you know Tamil, you would have read my one of the tweet. I have pleaded them, don't actually de-recognize the government school children. Don't ignore the government school children, because from yesterday I am seeing the discussions. All the discussions, they were telling, no, no, government school children, it is very hard even to teach them two language. Then why another burden for them three language? Their parents are not educated and they don't have money to pay the fees, so this itself more for them. So this type of attitude only I'm worried about, because now they feel this is not only the fund. I'm again and again telling, for superficial appearance it looks like funding, but the total problem is with the DMK government. They don't want to align with the central government. They don't want to give the good education hidden, because when they opposed NEET, they were in favor of the private medical colleges. Now they are opposing all these NEP, PM Shri and the Sarva Shiksha Samakra Shiksha Abhiyan, because they want to favor the private schools. Why did they allow Navodaya schools in a very low cost hostel
The
accommodation?
same three
They
language
go fees.
policy was the issue for Navodaya also. Yeah.
No, no, that is what. So this is a colloquial type of allegation saying that we are not getting the funds, we are not getting the funds. But what is your responsibility to educate your children, the Tamil Nadu children? It is not the decision of the politicians. It is the politicians. It is the decision of the parents. They, for example, I'm asking, if a same child studying in a private school or in a CBSE school, going with after completion, going interview for with the government school children, the government school children will be very difficult. They will feel very difficult to face the challenge. So why this discrimination? So central should have some for enforcement. I cannot say enforcement because in democracy we cannot accept that name. Some
That is
compulsion, some
delaying of
necessity,
necessary funds is
something.
enforcement
Yeah,
only.
otherwise, okay, we are releasing the fund. State government will not accept it, and all the challenges by the all the children from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra will be learning three languages in the new education policy. They will be good in the technology, and but the children of Tamil Nadu will be lagging behind. That is the worry of us. It's not only the fund. 2,000 crores is not a big thing for DMK, neither for DMK nor for the central government. But if a system, for example, if I tell you give me, I order for a cake, and I will tell that if you give me the cake, I will pay. Then suddenly you will tell, no, no, I won't give the cake, but you pay for me. That is the simple logic in that.
Agreed, ma'am. I have one more question. You must have also read the ASER report that came out a week back, which said the quality of education, second grade student or third standard student was not able to read Tamil in the second grade Tamil. So, which means even in a two language setup, the quality of education has significantly come down. Now, adding a third language, will it not really burden them? Like, because currently the setup is like the quality of education, quantitatively probably we are very better, but the quality of education that is being imparted and that is being tested says that, even a second grade syllabus is hard for a third grader, Tamil language syllabus. So
That is,
how can the students take up one more?
no, no, that is because that for that only new education policy has been brought out. Since 25 years, they were not concentrating on the quality of education. That only new education policy, why it was brought out. All these flaws should be corrected. We cannot say no, no, they are not learning, but why they were not learning? So what is the type of, how many teachers more can be employed? What is the technology can assist them, help them, so make them study more productively? So these all the things were assessed during the uh, bringing out the new education policy. So we cannot say because of that only. So so many drawbacks in each education system, whether it was Telangana, whether it was Andhra Pradesh. So they put together all these problems should be actually wiped out. So there should be equality in
Ma'am,
education. So
the,
all these
the
things. No.
same, sorry to cut you in. The same ASER report, which was talking about not just about Tamil Nadu, it's talking about all other states as well. Even the states which have implemented NEP, we can see these things have not changed.
No, it is quite NEP 2020 only. No, actually introduced in 2020,
5 years
and
ago.
yeah, but it has to pick up. No, because it has to be implemented properly. So many things are there. No, when it can be blamed, anything can be blamed. When anything mistakes can be brought out.
No,
If
I just
99%.
want to bring out data that
No,
I
not only
browsed.
yourself, I'm telling 99%. If it is correct, also you will tell 1%. No, you should understand the motive behind it. Our Honorable Prime Minister always says, NEP, I want to raise the children from the classrooms to the world level, world scenario. So, I was also an educationist, I was an assistant professor in a medical college, and we also wanted some improvement in the medical system. We were studying about Kala Azar, but we don't study about malaria. So, why there should be some advancement? The NEP was not brought out just like that. It had a wide range of discussions, and even the reports like ASER reports were discussed. And even Tamil Nadu in discussions, I think, oh, in Hindi area, Heartland, they are coming and selling pida here. They are also not. If Hindi is, it's not discussion. Is not that at all. The quality of education should be improved on par with the private schools and the central school system. These children also should have quality education. I'm asking what
Ma'am,
central
I
government is
mean,
going to do by denying the funds to the children, and what they are going to gain by teaching Hindi to these children, what they are going to gain by teaching a third
exactly my
language.
next question. You were bullseye on that. So exactly my next question. What is what is that you're bringing to the plate by adding a third language?
No, it was the recommendation of a committee after discussion of lakhs and lakhs of people in the changing scenario, in the in the challenging as the future generation is going to face the challenge, and the horizons are widened, and their opportunities, they have to face more challenges to get their opportunities. So a third language is needed. What is Kasturi Rangan committee said? Third language as Hindi, because most of the states, the central government also, most of they use Hindi as language. But our honorable prime minister should not impose like that. So any one language should increase their opportunities. For example, I was the governor of Telangana. I went there. We used to say, when you talk in their language, we are touching their heart. When we are talking in English, we're touching their brain. So I wanted to touch their hearts. So I started learning Telugu. But as a doctor, I know before 8 years, this brain will grasp more languages. So within a month or two, I can learn. But it took a year or two for me to converse. So I myself feel, if another language is needed, so they can have more wider opportunities. So why? Because before and all, we were traveling in ambassador car, Fiat car. Now we are traveling in Force, Ford, and so many advancements are there. So when some advance, we were having grinders, and now we are having mixies. So some advancement should be there in education. For example, I am telling, it's my personal experience. I have visited more than 75 schools in Puducherry, and we have introduced CBSE in all the government schools. Parents are very happy because the downtrodden people, the economically marginalized parents, they were selling their properties for making their children to study in a private school where CBSE is there. When government schools universally teach CBSE syllabus, the definitely the education system has improved in Puducherry. In another 10 years, definitely they will have an improved system of performance and everything. So why some opportunities are should not be given to the children? If there is any
Opportunity
problem, then
is
it
not
can
a
be
problem.
corrected. That's it.
No, opportunity is not a problem. As you rightly mentioned, language is a need-based thing. You very well mentioned that there are a lot of migrant workers now working in Tamil Nadu. when I visited last year, I was able to see that in a lot of restaurants and in other many other places, we are seeing migrant workers from North India coming and working, and they are speaking beautiful Tamil because they
Yeah,
picked it up on
in
the job.
borders, the
On
why
the
three
job,
language.
they pick it up. And similarly, you are a classic example, ma'am. Honorable, you've been the honorable governor of.
Everyone cannot pick up, but because this is a if ifs and buts, ifs and buts, you can be putting ifs and buts at all. I feel really learning another. It's not only language; it is other system also. For example, that laborers picked it up, but the Hosur border, the Nellore border, the children are learning Tamil. Andhra children are learning Tamil, Karnataka children are learning Tamil, and Bharatiyar learnt 21 languages. Did Tamil killed? They are telling killing Tamil. If you learn another language, killing Tamil. Oh, experimentally, why can't you take that in a challenging? If going on explaining, if you are going on telling, okay, everything, but with all the opinion of the different educationist, only this system was brought up. No, so why
There is
can't
a
we? Because other states, I'm asking another question.
significant there is a significant decrease in the usage of native Indian languages like Maithili, Awadhi, Bhojpuri. These are all Hindi heartland states. So when with Hindi becoming more and more popular, these local dialects are nowhere seen now. They are only seen between, like, probably 2 3 generations earlier people. They are still carrying the dialect.
One thing no, no, one thing I'm telling. Even in
Yes.
tribal population in Telangana, tribal population they have Gondus and so many languages. But after they mingled with Telangana people, they are talking Telugu. So, so
So,
Tamil,
so
we are
the intention is to make everybody speak Hindi, sir.
that intention. If we are suspecting everything, then you have to go suspect. That's all. Because
Anyway,
what we are going to achieve by reducing the importance of Tamil, our honorable Prime Minister mentions Tamil language, Tirukural everywhere, and he always mentioned it's an ancient language. I repeatedly tell the DMK fellows, friends, not fellows, friends. Repeatedly, they are telling in the introduction of the third language will abolish the importance of Tamil. Tamil will be abolished. So Tamil is a strong language. It cannot be abolished. So why you are degrading Tamil language by telling that introduction of another language? Kambaramayana, because he learnt northern language only, he could bring the Kambaramayana, which is lauded by each and everyone. Bharatiyar learned 21 languages. So why this type of discrimination? I'm asking. That's my question.
perfect. But I would really encourage you to go ahead and tweet and talk about releasing the funds. NEP is very good in a lot of other angles. Just this language thing should not bring in and stop.
No,
Uh,
we are also asking. We are also funds
please,
not because
I
we
know
are
you
but
understand that it is right
but
to
then
education and all. You
because
totally understand. Yeah.
no no funds we are also requesting. We also don't want to say as if projected as BJP is not bothered about funds and all. No, we are also, but we have to weigh it how the DMK government did not use the funds when it allotted for during the CAG report says even the allotted funds for Corona they didn't use properly, and the Nirbhaya funds they didn't use it properly. The transport funds allotted for transport corporation they didn't use properly, so did not use the allotted funds also. And 4,000 crores they told they spent for construction of the drainage water. Still Chennai is floating. So these all things which we think central government, because this government has been ruling for more than 4 to 5 times Tamil Nadu. But when others are following, we cannot say no, no, I'm lagging behind. So that some point of time there should be some correction. Like ASER report, that should be corrected. So what can be done? So more number of teachers, more number of gadgets to assist them, more number of follow up. These all implemented in NEP. So it is not only the funds, the people who are asking why you are not releasing funds, but also ask the state government why you are so stubborn. Why can't you accept when you the universal giving universal education is the aim of the central government as well as the state government? Why can't you have a good relationship from the beginning? We are telling because double engine government means I always say The state and central should have a good relationship. The governor and the chief minister should have a good relationship. So the chief minister, from the beginning, whatever may be the central government scheme, whether it's Vishwakarma, immediately they told, we won't accept. 8.5 lakh people applied for help. They didn't accept. PM's Janna Ushadi shops, immediately they banned, they introduced CM's uh, generic shops. So they have a policy not to follow any of the central government's good schemes. So
No, ma'am.
only
There are
we are
there are
doing.
issues, specific issues raised, even for Vishwakarma. I mean, I want to take it up as a separate discussion with, because we can talk. Vishwakarma scheme is a very good scheme, but the only thing that the state government, Tamil Nadu state government, did not like is it is only applicable if you have the same family business. So if it is like spread across, then it will be a holistic one. There are these small corrections which I believe, as you rightly mentioned, the state and center, if they sit and talk and mend all these things without any barriers and other things, then probably it will all be implemented smoothly.
So
But
it is not for compelling them to take this home profession. This the profession which is dying down.
the
For that
scheme is
only,
only benefiting,
so
the
everything
scheme is only benefiting people who are ready to work.
for
But
general
that's
scheme there is mudra. For general scheme there is mudra scheme. They can get the loan. This is exclusively for them.
the
You want to put
interest rate,
stop
the
down everything.
interest rate for Mudra is much higher than Vishwakarma scheme.
No, no,
In Vishwakarma scheme, you will get it at a much lower interest,
no, no, no,
whereas
no.
you
I'm
get
not.
the
No, no,
Mudra
no,
loan
no. I'm not.
much lower.
Only one thing. No, I'm not telling that. If you want to have a say entrepreneurship, there are different schemes. I am telling. So why you want to everything pinpoint, everything you want to deny? This is for studying that, and then, for example, I went to a pot maker in the shop, pot maker's place, and they were telling we are known for this. Our family is known for this. If some funds there, this will be surviving. We cannot abolish each and every handicraft section. So for that they requested. So I'm telling you, you view in that view only. Everything you cannot view in a different way, and everything you cannot pinpoint something, and everything you cannot deny. I'm asking 8.5 lakhs. People wanted help because the state government is not accepting. They are unable to get it. So why everything you are pinpointing when other states are in a generous mind with a generous mind? Why when they are accepting? You are politicizing because you are not depriving the poor children. You are depriving the poor by doing politics. That is our allegation.
Thank you so much for taking time and talking to us. It was a great pleasure talking to you, ma'am. Vanakkam.